Voice agents are becoming very popular right now. You see them in customer support systems, AI assistants, and even inside developer tools. Instead of typing prompts, you can just talk and the AI responds immediately. Behind the scenes, these systems follows a simple loop. First, you speak, then the speech gets converted into text, then a large language model generates the response, and finally the text is converted into speech again. So hey there everyone, I am Anindam, and in this video we are going to build a real-time voice assistant using Pipecat, Sarvam AI and Nebius Token Factory. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a working voice agent running locally in your web browser where you can talk to the AI and get responses from it. If that sounds interesting, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and without delaying any further, let's get started. Before we start coding, let's understand how the system actually works. I have created a quick diagram to explain this much better. So let's understand with this. So on the left hand side, we can see that we have the user, which is us, who will be interacting with the agent through browser or phone. And now the sound device captures the input audio, and then the voice pipeline starts. So the whole communication is done through WebRTC. So we will start with a WebRTC connection. Once the WebRTC connection is done, we will take the input audio using transport.input function. And once we have the input audio, we will pass that audio to the SST service. So here in this case, we are using SST models from Sarvam. You can use any other providers like Cartesia, Assembly AI and all. So if you don't know about SST stands for speech to text. As the name suggests, it basically converts the speech to text. And once we have the text, we add that in the context aggregator, which has the conversation context. And then the whole context, we pass that to the LLM, which is, in this case, we are using open source LLM via Nebius Token Factory. And the LLM then generates a response in text. And that text is then passed on to the TTS service. Here we are again using the Sarvam TTS model. So TTS stands for text to speech model. So similarly, it converts text into speech. And once we have the output audio, we again stream back that output audio to the user, so the user can get the response. And finally, we add that assistant's reply in the context aggregator as well. So the context aggregator in short contains all the chat history we have, like the user messages and the assistant replies. So the assistant gets a context of what the whole conversation was about, which makes it easier to respond to the user queries. So this is one approach where we are creating the whole pipeline from speech to text, then the LLM model and the text to speech. So this is one approach of creating voice agents. You can also create voice agents using real-time audio models like Gemini 3.1 Flash Live model. In that case, you don't need a speech to text or text to speech pipeline. You can pass the input audio stream to the model and the model generates the output audio stream. So there is no intermediate steps. If you want to know more about it, I have already created a video around that. I will link that in the description. You can check it out. So till now, we saw that how voice agents works. And now let's see how to build one. So for that, let's start with the environment setup. For that, we will start with getting the required API keys. So first, I have opened the Sarvam dashboard. From here, we will take the API keys for Sarvam. So we will use the SST and TTS models from them. So for that, what you need to do is you can go to the API key section, create a new key, add name YouTube demo, create the key and copy it from here. And then we will add this to our env variables. And next we will need API keys from Nebius Token Factory. So you can go to tokenfactory.nebius.com, and here you can see there is a lot of option of models that you can choose from. You can choose models like Minimax M2.5, NVIDIA Nemotron 3 and a lot more. So based on your use case, you can choose models. And also one more benefit is you can also use the fine-tuned model. For example, sometimes I use some models that have fine-tuned for my use cases. Now to get the API key, just click here and then just add your name, YouTube demo, and hit on create. Awesome. We have the API keys here. I will copy it and then I will paste it on the env variable. Awesome. Our environment setup is done. Now let me open my cursor. Okay, now I have opened my cursor and let's understand how the voice agent works. So first we can see that we are importing all the required packages. So you can see here we are importing the pipeline package, which will help us create the SST to TTS pipeline, and then the pipeline runner and the LLM context, which will help us create the context object for us, and then the SST service, TTS service, LLM service, and the transport params. And then we are just loading the environments here. Then we are defining the bot. So bot is essentially our voice AI agent, and the first part of that is creating the transport. So transport is basically the communication layer between the user and our voice agent. So you can see that we are creating that using the create transport function. And here we have two options to create the transport. One is using daily, or another one is using WebRTC. So for local ones, we will always use WebRTC. If you are going on production, you can always choose daily. And then we are using Lambda to basically defer the parameter initialization, because as we have two options, we don't want to have unnecessary objects. So what Lambda will do is until the type is selected, it will not initialize. And once the type of the transport is selected, it will just initialize those parameters only. So we can see the parameters we are having here is the audio in enabled and audio out enabled, which basically help us to work with the audio streams. And then we're initializing the AI services. First part is the SST model here. So we are using the Sarvam SST service, and we are using the Saras V3 model. You can also use models like Sarika V2.5 or Saras V2.5, but I have chosen V3. And then we will define the TTS model here. So similarly, we are getting the API key here, and the model that I'm using here is the Bulbul V3 model. You can always use models like Bulbul V2 or Bulbul V3 beta. So here I am using the voice of Shub. You can also choose other voices that are available in their docs. You can check them out from their docs itself. And then we are defining the LLM service from Nebius. So similarly, we are just passing the LLM service, the settings, and we are using the MetaLlama 3.18 billion model here. You can also use models like GPT-OSS 120 million. So one thing to note here is, if you're using reasoning models like GPT-OSS 120 billion parameter or models like that, it will take a bit more time to generate the response. So it might add up some latency. Until and unless you are working with tasks that need heavy reasoning, you can use smaller models like this to reduce the latency. And now we will define the conversation context here. So starting with, we are defining the system message. You are a friendly AI assistant. Keep your responses brief and conversational. And then we are creating the context object here. So we are using the LLM context function and passing the messages that we have. And then we are creating the context aggregator, so which uses the LLM context aggregator pair. So it basically has two aggregators, one for the user messages, another for the assistant replies. So whenever user sends a voice and it generates a text from it, the text is added to the conversation context using the context aggregator. Similarly, when the AI assistant replies, it also gets appended to the LLM context. And now we will define the pipeline here. So as mentioned earlier, we will take the input using transport.input. It takes the audio input streams, and then we pass that to the SST model. It generates text, and that the user text is then added to the context aggregator, and then the whole context is passed to the LLM, and the LLM generates the response, and the response is passed to the TTS model. The TTS model then generates the audio stream, and using transport.output, we are streaming that audio to the user. And finally, we are aggregating the assistant reply as well. And then we are wrapping the pipeline using the pipeline task. So it basically manages the whole pipeline lifecycle. And then we are defining the event handlers. So here we have defined two basic event handlers. One is once the client is connected. So it basically asks the AI agent, once the connection is done, just start with a greeting. Another one is once the client is disconnected. So it basically cancels the existing task and logs as client disconnected. And then we are just defining the runner using pipeline runner, and using that we are running the task. And finally, we're just calling the function here. So as you can see here, in about 100 lines, we created our voice agent. Now it's time to try it out. So let me open my terminal and run uv run main.py. So it will start the server. You can see that our bot is ready at localhost 7860, and now we can just go to the client in our browser. Okay, I have opened it on our browser. Now let's just connect it. So we'll connect it here.
Hi there, I'm Ama, short for Artificial Mind Assistant. I'm here to help answer questions, provide info, or just chat with you if you'd like. How's your day going so far?
It is going pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just hanging out in the virtual world, ready to help with anything you need. What's been the highlight of your day so far?
Yeah, so I was recording this YouTube video explaining about voice agent. So wanted to show how the voice agent works.
So you're creating a tutorial video about voice agents, like me. How's the recording going? Did everything go smoothly?
Yes, it did.
Glad to hear that the recording went well. I'm sure your tutorial will be super helpful for people learning about voice agents. Do you have a specific goal in mind with this video, or is it just to educate people?
Yeah, basically the goal is to educate people.
That's a great goal. Helping people learn and understand new concepts is really valuable. I'm sure they'll appreciate your effort. Do you have a lot of experience with voice agents, or is this a new interest for you?
Awesome. So you see that our voice agent is working, and we can also see the logs here. You can see the user started speaking, the user stopped speaking, then the bot starts speaking, and this is the output. The first part, this is the output that generates, then the spoken is true. That means it is been spoken. So these logs actually becomes very helpful if you are putting this on production. It gives you context about what went wrong and what you can improve. So we saw that how to build an voice agent in about 100 lines of code using Pipecat, Sarvam and Nebius token factory. And now what you can do is you can add more complexities to this project. You can add tool calling, or you can also make it use case specific. For example, a specific voice chatbot for healthcare industry. Also, I have open sourced the code. You can find that on Awesome AI apps. I will link that down in the description. And I hope you found this video helpful. If so, don't forget to share it with your friends, and do let me know what project you want me to cover next. Thanks a lot for watching this video till the end. I will see you in the next video. Bye.